Hello and welcome to another Principals Update from me, James O'Connell. Just to give you a little bit of information really about what's going on and the way ahead as far as we know. So the speculation continues to swirl around about schools and students coming back in. Obviously we really hope that the 8th of March is going to be a good day when we will have lots of students coming back in. I'm afraid I don't know any more than you. It seems that the 22nd of February, around then, is when some more clarity will emerge. Just guessing, and this really is just guessing, I would guess at the moment that primary school children should be getting back to school, we hope very much, and then at least what will be regarded as key year groups. And that could be every year group is key really, but one would speculate that year 11s, maybe the sixth formers could be priorities, possibly year 7s as well. But it could be everyone, so we will see. And obviously we'll keep you informed and we will be making plans to make sure that the return is both safe and also really effective as we get people back into school, hopefully. So the remote learning continues in the meantime, and I'm still really impressed by the majority of students and families with the way that you cope. The amount of adversity and the amount of resilience is really impressive, and there's some really good work coming in and some real energy and creativity still, although we recognise that the longer this goes on, the uncertainty does pose challenges. That's why we came up with the idea of Wellbeing Wednesday. So next Wednesday, the Wednesday before half term, we are going to have a by and large screen-free day, which we recommend for all of our students as much as possible. Because all of this screen time does take its toll, and we want you young people to do something different for the day. So there's some quite simple and varied activities which we're suggesting, and during that day young people, students have got the choice of doing something which they will enjoy, which will engage them, whether that is as simple as going for a walk, or whether it's creating something, making something, painting something, baking a cake, or doing something, maybe doing something to help others, or just something with the family, or something which helps them progress and develop in a different manner. So we suggest that you have a good chat about that, have a look at what's up on the website, is sent out, and make the most of that day in hopefully a positive and simple and engaging way. And if you do get any examples, if you do make something wonderful, create something and are prepared to share, we'd love to see. So please do send in any pictures or offerings of anything that your children and students create next Wednesday. That'd be brilliant. That obviously leads on to half term, and we would suggest strongly that young people, students, don't continue to work over half term. This ongoing remote work and being on screen for large amounts of time is both tiring and wearing, and I think it's actually really good for students and for us all to have a proper break. So I would strongly suggest that they don't continue to work online, particularly over the half term, and have a really good break in as best a way as we can at this time, hopefully getting out a little bit and getting some exercise and doing some things where you can with your families. So that takes us up to the half term and things. Just in terms of the immediate, in terms of things coming up, you would have seen that we had that amazing generous donation from someone in the community which has enabled us to buy a load of laptops and devices which we've given out, and we've had another donation as well from a lovely lady who gave us a bit more money, and we've already given out over 100 devices and laptops now over the past few months. We've still got a few more. The government just hopefully supplying us with another 10 or so laptops. So we've got a few more, and if you are struggling, if you have a problem with the device, if your children are struggling to get online and submit work, or to get onto the Google Classrooms, please do let us know, and we will try and allocate those as fairly and quickly as we can. Talking particularly to students in year 11 and 12 and 13 and parents of those students, we're very aware that the speculation around exams and what's going to happen with the assessments this summer continues. We don't yet know, but the consultation on that should be complete by the end of February, and we should then have a little bit more information. Again, what I say now comes with a heavy caveat that it is my own speculation. But what we anticipate happening is teachers being asked to fairly and honestly award grades to students, which are then checked and moderated very carefully. And we would anticipate that that might be based upon the full body of work students have done. So it might take into account mocks last term, but it won't only be about that. The body of work they've done previously, continue to do, and will do when they return. It seems likely that there might be some form of assessments set by exam boards which are given to us to do with students based upon what work we covered with them. So it gives them a really fair chance to show that what they can do. So the general advice to students has got to be, try really hard not to worry too much. All you can do is your best. You don't need to work all the time, but kind of approach the summer like you would do if things were normal. So keep working steadily, make sure you cover all of the curriculum as best you can, ask where you're not sure, and keep working towards what we would anticipate would be a return later on this term, and a final point of ending grades, of entering grades for us as a school, probably in June. So students should get a good bit of time back in school before that happens. Other key notices, for Year 11s particularly as well, we've got the sixth form interviews have been happening, been really positive conversations with many students, always a pleasure to talk to them about where they're going and what they're thinking about. The head of sixth form, Martin Lewis, and his team are running a Zoom event next Wednesday, so that's running from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. That's a Q&A session for any parents and students that want to drop in. Letters just going out about that, and details will be on the website. But again, it's a good opportunity just to ask any questions, to have a discussion, have a chat about next year, about the post-16 offer here at TCS, which we obviously want you, our students, to consider definitely. Another key thing coming up is Year 9 options, and Year 9 have a parents' evening next Tuesday. Hopefully that will all work fine and seamlessly online again. It went well for Year 7 last week and has done previously. And that's a really good opportunity, not just to talk about how students in Year 9 are getting on, but also to have those conversations about options, about what choices they might be making for their GCSEs, BTECs for Key Stage 4 for Year 10 and Year 11. So please, if you haven't done already, make appointments for that. And it's a good time to be talking about the options process, and do get in touch through your child's tutor if you've got questions on that. Lots of information on the website about options. And finally, really, just a plug about another letter or note that's gone out about a parent survey on reports. We're looking really carefully at our reporting system and what data we share with you and how we do that. We'd really like your feedback. We think we've got some work to do to improve that. So please look out for that survey, and we would value your input, your views. Okay, that's it from me for now. Take care. I hope you're all staying safe in your families, and that you're bearing up as well as we can be at this time. I will look forward to being in touch again soon, and I will send a letter out next week, and if there's any urgent news, we will obviously be in touch before then. But I hope, if I don't say it again properly, that you will have a really good half term if you're able to have a bit of a break, and take care and stay safe. Thank you.